In this video, we're going to show how you can use knotend to make a user journey map. So we're going to pretend that we're on the Uber team and we want to make a user journey showing the kind of common path that a user takes through our application. So starting from downloading the app and then getting a car, getting a ride, that sort of thing. So let's add our first node. We can hit tab and let's say show login screen. And then we want to kind of know, does the user have an account? But actually, before the login screen, we should show if they have the app or not. So we want to say user has the app. I did that with Shift Tab. Let me go back and do that again. So if I'm on this node and I want to add a node previous, I can hold Shift Tab, say user has the app. Now I want to insert between these two nodes. I can do that by holding Option Shift and arrow over to the right. And if yes, then we just show them the login screen. But we want to do the no path as well. So to do that, I can add a sibling to this yes node. I can do that by holding Command Enter. You'll see that adds a node with the same connections to yes. And I'll say no. And between these two nodes here, again, I can hold Option Shift arrow and put user downloads the app. So now they have the app, and we want to kind of do a similar thing here that we just did. We want to have this split, this yes-no split, but now for whether or not the user has an account. So I'm going to show how copy-paste works, and another feature for selecting a chunk of a graph. So if I want to select this node, up until this yes-no split, I can hold Command, Shift, and arrow, and you'll see that unlike a normal selection, so let me go back, a normal selection with just Shift does a rectangular selection like this. But if I hold Command, it'll select the nodes to the right if I hold the right arrow along the graph. So I can select those nodes, copy, then let's go here and hit paste. Now I have a similar kind of yes-no structure here, but now I want to say user has an account, yes and no. Let's delete that guy there and say show sign up screen. Oops, sorry, no. And then show sign up screen. User signs up, and then show ride map. The main map where you can, get a ride, and I can drag to connect this yes, because if they already have an account, they'll go immediately to the ride map. One other thing I want to show here quickly is your graph will always maintain its connections even when you're doing some deletions. So you'll see here, let's say that I wanted to delete backwards along these three nodes here. So as I hit delete on this guy, you'll see that the graph automatically kind of stitches itself back together. I'll delete all the way back to this user has an account along this branch, and you'll see that it just maintains the structure of the graph. Let me reverse out of that. So deletions basically keep you in the same spot. They don't kind of mess the graph up too much or anything like that. So now we're on the ride map. So obviously the user has to select a ride. User selects ride type, like XL, etc. Then we need to use the driver rider matching algo to select a driver. So we'll say selects a driver, with the algorithm. From here, a couple things can happen. The driver accepts is one option. Driver declines is another option. So if they decline, then we need to kind of loop back to this, running this algorithm again and finding the next driver. So you can see that knotend supports this backlink here. But let's explore. If the driver accepts, then driver drives towards user. And let's reorder this a little bit. So I can drag down this node here beneath this guy, just because I want to kind of keep the path I'm going on this same line here. So now we can say driver drives towards the user, picks up user, drops off user. And that's pretty much everything that we need to do. So that's how you make a user journey map. You can go to knotend.com and use it for free.